Oh. It's time for Lady Shantotto's review in Line 2 and the vision card on the global one. We won't be talking about the JP one because I'm not gonna waste your time about that card, so it's not really worth talking about. Anyways, Shantotto's STMR is pretty okay. It has 86 magic, which is pretty decent. It has some killers on it too. She has 150% dark amp. She has some store buffs. She has an ability very similar to Dark Rain's TMR, but it's just an ability. And also on a cooldown, she has a 40% Rod and Peril on an SLB. It's a 570 times Tornado Chain with her SLB mod boost, and also of course if you awaken her passive to level 5. 160%, 160 times LB mod boost on the cooldown there. So it becomes a 490 times SLB Dark Finisher, and there's no way currently as of this video to boost up magic LBs with equipment. Unlike physical, physical almost always gets everything right. Tidus STMR, now there's Reagan's STMR in the future that gives 100 times as well, but there's no magic ones. Magic always gets shafted in this game, sadly. So yeah, there's not much to say like in terms of like plus and minus for her, because she's just a nice dark vision mage for dark and wind. So there really isn't much else to say. I can't really say much like in terms of weakness because she's just okay. She doesn't really offer anything, crazy, wild that you'd want to use all your Lapis on. She's just an okay mage, just fine. So, you can pretty much guess where I'm going to be going with the score, 6.5, just fine. She's not super awful, she's not super good, she's just fine. So it's pretty much okay to skip her if you are looking to skip, which I think most of you guys are. Let's move on to Lion. If there's a lack of detail, I apologize. There's just not much to talk about when it comes to these two units. So I kind of just have to do the best I can with these. She has one use, the defense steel, I think is what it was called, right? One use, 89% defensive spear break. I know we're used to 90% on global, but sadly on JP we still have only 89. And 160% light and peril. We finally got our first or second 90% spear break on JP recently, so yikes on that one. 150% human and machine killer. That's fine, I guess. Machine killer, not as easy to obtain, I guess, so that's pretty much fine just in case. It's just something in case you need it, I guess. 3 stacks of evasion on the cooldown. I have used this every now and then, so it's pretty okay. She also has 40% dagger and peril. 36% light and peril in the SLB as well. And her STMR is good for herself. And maybe for Zidane as well, I guess, as an option. 140 or 240 attack is decent, I guess. Not the best though. So really, like I said before, there's not much to say because these units are just okay. Like she has 160% light and peril, that's really all you're bringing here for. She has a few small additions, but there really isn't worth mentioning other than that. So it is what it is. I gotta give her a 6 out of 10. She's just okay. She's not super good. She's not, awful tier, but she's just okay. So with that being said, let's move on to the vision card. We're moving fast. Oh, here's the vision card. Shimmering Hoarfrost, 135 magic. Pretty okay, right? But it's just kind of bland. The killers on it has Beast, Dragon, Human, and Demon, and arguably all 4 of those, mostly the Dragon, Human, and Demon, are very easy to gear multiple units for nowadays if you have a built-up account. There's a lot of killers for all 3 of those, and Beast as well is becoming more popular as well with terms of killers as well. So just not really what you're looking for in terms of killers, and really only whales are going to be chasing this card because no one else should be chasing it. Honestly, it's just a very bland, I wouldn't say mediocre because it is under 135 magic, which is getting there. It's getting to be a lot better. Still though, I don't think it's worth chasing, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. So that's that, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you. If this card had, you know, aquatic, insect, spirit, and some other killer that's harder to gear for multiple units on, this card probably would be a lot better, but it's nothing special. It's not a Dazzling Demoness. It's not on that tier whatsoever. Definitely not. And we haven't really gotten anything like that in a while either anyways, so maybe that's a blessing in disguise. Anyways, appreciate you. See you next video. Peace.